Watching Fox 17 Morning News in HD.
Housing market is still questionable, so this spring, home improvement is at the top of many lists. To get you the best bang for your buck, we're talking with home improvement expert and co-host of The Money Pit, Tom Kraeutler. Good morning, Tom. How you doing?
Good morning, Jason. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Now, what are we expecting this spring for the housing market?
It's going to be soft. You know, in February was down 9% from last year. We don't have those tax incentives anymore, so we're still going to be sitting in our homes for a little bit longer. They're going to start to move, especially at the bottom of the market, but it's real important now that you choose improvements that are always going to maintain the value of the house and make it easier to sell when that time comes.
Okay, so that time, let's say it's here. What kind of improvements should we look for this spring? What kind of improvements should we do this spring?
Yeah, good question. Let's start by talking about windows and doors. Now, here's a door example. Your entry door is important because, remember, it gives you the curve appeal. It also shows up in that little tiny picture that you're going to be looking at if you sell your house on a website, right? So this is from Therma-Tru. It's called their Fiber Classic Oak Collection door. Has maple park glass. And what's cool about this is because it's fiberglass, it's energy efficient. It's actually 4 times more energy efficient than a wood door. So it gives you a great look with a very durable entry. But they actually have a new invention, which is kind of cool. These side lights, typically stationary, right? This is actually called a vented side light. Check this out. You can actually open the sides of the door. There would be a screen here, so you don't have to put a big screen door in front of the door, the beautiful door, and hide it. You can just open this side light just like this, have ventilation through the spring and the summer. So a new invention from the folks at Therma-Tru. They also comes in their Smooth Star line. Now, windows is another improvement that you can do. And the problem with windows is you only have like 2 choices, like white and brown, right? So here's a new collection that allows you to combine fashion and energy efficiency. This is called Decorum. It's made by Simonton. There's 7 different exterior colors. This one's called brick. 4 different inside colors. So you can really have some style on the outside of the house. And remember, you'll have energy efficient glass because it's thermal paint, and you'll never have to paint them. So that's what's nice about what's coming out on the market today.
Now, you touched on it just a little bit. How about green design? What can people do when they're doing those improvements to go green?
Well, make sure now we're doing spring cleaning right. We want to choose green cleaners. Now, you know, I've got kids, I've got pets. I'm really concerned about what I put, especially on my floor. So here's an example of a product that is very green because it's VOC free. It's called Tree Wax. It's also completely natural. And it's also pretty functional because it's a product that you can use not only on your wood floors like this, but you can use it on furniture and cabinets. And you don't have to worry about any off-gassing into the environment that's going to be unhealthy for you and your family. So there's a good green idea. And if you're going to do any project around the house, you want to make sure you do it safely. So there's a new line of products out from 3M called Tech Protection. They've got a safety advocacy campaign going on right now, basically to remind you that doing it right means doing it safely. So the one thing that stops people from using products is that they're not functional and comfortable. So here's one example. This is a safety glass, and it doesn't look like you just walked out of your high school science classroom either, right? They're stylish, but they're called Force Flex. So they're really, really strong, but you know, they kind of look good too. So you can wear them to cut the grass. Then you can wear them to go to the bank or wherever else you have to go. You don't have to take them off. If you sit on them, you're not going to crush them. They've got a whole line of products out that are like that. And if you're worried about tackling a project in your house and you don't feel like really comfortable about it, you can always use duct tape, right? It's the old standby. This is Scotch Tough duct tape, right? We all know that sound. Well, what's cool about these new duct tapes is there's 6 different ones, including this. This is called residue-free. Typically, when you take duct tape off, you have this kind of residue that stays behind. This one is residue-free. You can peel this all the way off, and you get no glue that's left behind. So you've got a duct tape now basically for every project. So even if you're not comfortable with certain things around the house, hey, tape them until you can get to it later, right?
Exactly. The handyman's helper. That's what duct tape is. Now, we just have a little bit more time left, so real quickly,
sure.
Going green is a trend, but what's trendy right now?
What's trendy right now?
What's trendy?
I'll tell you what, trendy right now is interior design and sort of an approach that less looks more. So this is also very important, and if you're going to sell your house, you want to declutter it, right? You want to get as much stuff out, even if it requires you to rent a space to kind of move stuff out. But anything that you can do to open up the house, something as simple as dark walls and light ceilings gives you that very airy look, and that's really hot right now in terms of making your small space look bigger.
All right, Tom Kraeutler, co-host of The Money Pit. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, Jason. Have a great day.
You as well. All right.